Coming up, meet the Aussie who's paying his way into space. It is 8:07.
Well, most little boys dream of going into space when they grow up, playing with rocket ships. Our next guest is certainly living that dream.
Nik Halik is preparing to board a shuttle and blast off to the International Space Station. It's a trip that doesn't come cheap. It'll cost him $30 million.
Nik joins us now. Good morning to you.
Good morning, how are we doing?
First question, why?
Why not?
Because it's there, I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's all I wanted to do in my life. I mean, I proclaimed to the world at age 4 that I wanted to become an astronaut, so I'm actually achieving that dream now, so.
30 million bucks? How does a boy from Melbourne afford 30 million bucks to go to the International Space Station?
Dream big and live with passion. I mean, at age 8, I was very fortunate. I drafted a screenplay to my life. All I'm doing now, I'm just acting out the screenplay.
At age 8, you sat down and wrote what you'd like to do.
My top 10 goals, yeah.
Wow.
From like diving down the Titanic, which I did, from becoming a rock star to like becoming financially independent in my 20s, sleeping in the pyramids, the rain with the bulls. Just,
wow.
And the list goes on. 7 down, 3 to go on my list.
I reckon that is a really good thing for kids to abide by, I reckon.
Yeah.
Sort of set down your life's dreams and nothing can be beyond
But
them.
you've got to take massive action. And like imprint it on a cellular level too. And the thing is, all I've done is, I mean, I'm no different to anybody out there. But, you know, I had a very strong belief system. And I had people hold me accountable to my dreams, which is more important these days.
OK, hang on. Because they can be part of, you know, strong belief system, hold account.
Yeah, but you got to take
what do you mean by that?
Well, you know, have somebody hold you accountable to those dreams.
Who?
Like, you know, like, let's say, into your family, your inner circle.
So who did you have?
Well, I had my parents, I had my siblings, and my inner circle of influential friends.
Right.
OK, well, a lot of people would still have that. They'd have the backing.
Yeah.
Just quickly, how did you make all that cash?
Yeah, well, I was very, very fortunate. I invested very, very wisely in the early 1990s. I mean, I'll give you an example. At 17, I'd saved $30,000. And I deferred from university and I moved and relocated to Los Angeles to live.
Right. And what did you do there?
And, well, there I was just looking for more influence upon my life. And I was seeking further direction regarding investing and also to pursue my musical interest at that stage.
OK,
but,
so you joined a rock band?
Yeah, I joined a rock band. But, you know, I've always taken...
and then you invested what you made in the rock band into property and shares?
It's not how much money you make, it's how you find better gainful employment for the money that you do earn. So, I mean, I invested in property, stock market, different businesses, a lot of internet businesses, and I've just continued on, and now I've got global companies now.
Now you've got the money that you can do this sort of thing. Tell us what you've been doing for the last 5 years. It's been a 5-year project.
Yes, well, it's been a 5-year journey. I mean, I mean, this dream has consumed over 30 years of my life, and you know, the last 12 months I've been training full time at the Yuri Gagarin Cosmonaut Space Center in Star City, outside Moscow. And this is the legendary place where Yuri Gagarin trained to become a cosmonaut and become the first human in space.
Wow. So you have to put a lot of effort into it. You've got to get
I've got to be medically qualified. I've got to be able to write stuff. I mean, the psychological profiling, the lectures. I've got to go for the SIMs, all the support training, all the life support, all the sea survival training, desert training, forest training. Wow. The list goes on and on. I'm training alongside NASA astronauts too, and it's a real buzz. It really is.
So the only difference is that you're paying for the privilege.
Well, I'm not a career astronaut, but I'm a private civilian, which means once I go up there, I can do whatever I want.
So, what will you? How long will you be at the International Space Station?
Just under a fortnight, but because I'm not under any particular government mandate, I'm also going to perform experiments on behalf of the scientific community and also environmental bodies too.
So what are you going to do?
Well, at this stage, I'll be about protein crystallization work, and I'm also going to go to, I'm going to start to approach different companies in regards to representing their particular experiments, because career astronauts are so busy building the International Space Station, so there's very little time for experiments. So as a civilian, and I mean, and in life, you're only measured by your contribution, I mean, I want to make my time up there count, so it's going to be phenomenal too, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Wow, that's fantastic. So you've got 7 down.
7 down, 3 to go.
10. So you've slept in a pyramid, you've played in a rock band, you've dived for the Titanic.
Yeah, I had lunch on the Titanic.
Lunch on the Titanic?
Funnily enough, I actually wrote down to have lunch on the Titanic and my goals.
Wow,
and you did that.
That's what you ended up doing.
So what are the 3 that are left? I would have imagined the International Space Station may have been the piece de resistance.
When I wrote down my goals, Sky label's up there.
Oh.
So I wrote down space station, OK? So the International Space Station. Everest, because I've climbed most of the highest mountains in the world.
Right.
I've still got Everest to do.
Yep.
And the big kahuna is walking the lunar surface of the moon in the next decade.
Oh.
God, that is fantastic.
That's
Mate,
amazing.
I reckon that's... And it is a good example.
Yeah.
You know, set them down and shoot for. Now, when you actually go to the space station?
Well, I'm actually the backup for the October flight this year, which means if the primary doesn't fly, then I get to fly. So in about 2 months' time, I'll be in quarantine in Baikonur,
Right.
just in case the other primary doesn't fly. And I've got first option for the...
Well, what do you mean? So you're in the backup?
Yes.
Sort of
Basically,
vehicle,
there are 3
right.
backups to the 3 primary who are rocketing in October this year.
Right.
So we all go to Baikonur and we all get suited up and, you know, up to the last minute we find out whether we go or not.
Oh.
If I don't fly in October, we're currently negotiating the first flight in 2009.
Oh, okay. So
amazing.
you'll be there.
Yeah.
One of the
very,
flights.
very exciting.
Mate, can we have you back after you've done it
Yeah,
to talk to you? You live in America or back here now?
Well, I'm training, I'm off to NASA next week, but I'm currently living in Russia too. But it's an amazing
Well, wherever
journey.
you're living, we'll get a link because I'd love your first-hand explanation of it.
Awesome.
That's
Well
terrific.
done.
How inspiring.
Yeah, it is.
Boy from Melbourne. Airport West you lived, didn't you? Grew up in Airport
I actually
West?
grew up in Port Melbourne.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good on you.
Good on
Well
you.
done, mate.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Well done.
I feel all inspired, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to set my goals down.
Yeah. Start at 8 like he did. You might get there.